It's so funny on this camera, the software, it has a little countdown, like a 3, 2, 1, to let you know that the video's coming on. And it's kind of like if you weren't already nervous about basically talking to an imaginary person, to an object in the room that's recording you for historical purposes, that at some point someone will be able to see and be able to judge you and where you were coming from. If you weren't already nervous enough about that, about the fact that other people are going to see this, if you weren't already nervous enough about that, there's a little countdown. It says 3, 2, 1. So you've got all of that suddenly. Shit, there's a camera on me. What the fuck am I supposed to say? That's the way I feel whenever I'm in front of a camera. Unless I'm in front of a camera that's sat on top of my screen in a room and I'm effectively talking to myself in a way that doesn't make me look crazy. You'll have to excuse me because the front window is open and I don't want the neighbors thinking I'm crazy. I'm sure they do already anyway. Alright, I don't know how long I can record on this thing. I've never even bloody used it before. But I thought, well, why not give it a go? Because, look, I've spent so much of my life, pretty much my whole life, quietly observing what's going on in the world and just seeing it turn into the ludicrous situation world it is now. It's completely and utterly bonkers, and all that time I haven't really said anything for fear of judgment, for fear that people would think I was odd, for fear of what the neighbors think. And it gets to a point where you just can't fucking take it anymore. And I'm coming from a place of good humor and a place of I hope, honesty with you and with myself, and I hope objectivity. Of course there's going to be subjectivity because I'm experiencing this existence through these filters, touch and sight and all of those things. You know, the internet. I am learning from the internet. You know, it's basically, of course I'm going to have my opinion on things. Of course I am, because otherwise I would just be some blob floating off in space. Woo! Objectively observing everything and being quiet, kind of what I've been doing my whole life, and I'm over it, you know. Just recently I've been seeing a few, I suppose, at the risk of sounding really old, younger people who actually have the balls to kind of get on the internet and not be afraid to say what they want to say, and often in really hilarious ways. And I've been feeling connected, more connected, that even just knowing that there are 2 or 3 other people in the world who just think this shit show is that is life at the moment, is fucking hilarious. And just even knowing they exist actually helped me. It helped me to realize that I'm not the only one, and we don't have to be afraid. And blah, 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 blah. I won't go into the details, the full details. They will become clear, I'm sure, as we go, or they won't, whatever. But I just wanted to start something. I wanted to record something that potentially could go on YouTube or whatever. I don't fucking care. But just, even if it's just for me, just to say something. And I'm hoping other people will start to do the same thing, because, come on, guys. The world's insane right now. It's completely bonkers. It has been for so long. And I mean, I grew up in the 80s. I was born in the 75. So I grew up in the 80s in my formative years in one of the most boring places on the planet at the time. I lived in the northern suburbs of Brisbane with a lot of people who just really weren't clued up about anything other than Bundy rum and darts. And I mean, it sounds like I'm judging. I suppose I judged back then. I'm not judging them now. It's just the way it was. People weren't informed. God, how could we possibly have been informed? That nobody was reading. Nobody was telling us something other than how to behave through the medium of television and all of those things. Pretty much what it's like now, but even worse. At least now there's the internet. Anyway, I grew up like that, spent a whole life, not really, I've lost my train of thought. I've totally lost my train of thought. Cut. Oh, I am a crab man. Cut. All right, reset. Yeah, so look, bear with me. Watch if you want to watch. That's even if I post it. All right, I guess that's the first edition. See you later. Bye.